This is something like an octopus. Just an alien being in his infancy. It's approaching this bog rat. At the same time try to touch it. The fastidious little white mouse opened its mouth to take a bite. Angry octopus. Next second.
下一秒。
How did this monster come to this planet? The story started a few days ago. This is an international space station located on Earth. A group of astronauts and scientists studying soil samples brought back from Mars. This has cost people $200 billion. Since returning from Mars, they found a surprise. Located in a specimen, there is a giant single-celled living organism. It's just that it's always in hibernation. Old Black stimulated them with various methods. It is impossible to awaken this single-celled organism. Finally, he came up with an idea. Use experiments with the atmospheric environment in the cabin and restore to the original state of trillions of years ago. Then add a little more glucose. Finally successfully awaken this single-celled organism. They are all very happy and give it a name Calvin. But it's unthinkable. They opened the Pandora's box of the devil. Aliens grow very fast. Time has only been 2 days and it has already separated. Grows to the size of a mushroom. Old Black has been a polio since childhood. He has high hopes for the discovery of this alien. Can cure his legs. Therefore, he treats it like his own son. The alien also seems to really like Old Black, even dancing around his fingers. Until one day the gas chamber in the laboratory accidentally escaped. Alien stopped growing and fell into hibernation again. Old Black convinces everyone to wake it up again. He started trying to stimulate it with an electric current. 1 time, 2 times. Suddenly, it jumped on his hand and directly broke the electric pole. This little creature has a power beyond imagination. Old Black's hand can't be pulled out at all. Old Black is in so much pain. Then his fingers were wrapped around these creatures. Old Black fainted in pain. Everyone is stunned. But what happens next make them more scared. This little creature really has a very high IQ. To escape from the experimental cabin, it broke the electric rod again. It pierced the glove with its pointed end and went out.
Holy shit.
Then there's the scene at the start. The alien monster swallowed the guinea pig. The body is also 1 round bigger. A scientist opened the door of the chamber when people weren't paying attention to save Old Black. But unfortunately because this monster is too fast, in the blink of an eye, he was clinging to his feet. Don't let it hurt more people. In the blink of an eye, he shaved his feet. Don't let it hurt more people. The commander can only choose to close the door. People's fear of this creature grew. Finally beat the curiosity. The commander ordered the man to kill the monster. Man holding a flamethrower at the monster. But the monster moves at a very fast speed. Every turn is dodged. Very quickly the ingredients were used up. The alien monster knows this man is no longer a danger to it. It jumped directly onto his face and crawled into his mouth. This man kept vomiting strange drops of blood. 1 drop, 2 drops, 3 drops, and then a big patch. This is the scariest and quietest death I've ever seen. His internal organs cracked because there's an alien monster in his body. The teammates are all very sad. If only they didn't wake the monster, then all of this won't happen. But they don't have time to regret because the flamethrower activates the fire alarm. Aliens see an opportunity. Prepare to exit from sprinkler hose nozzle V. There are many fountains on the spaceship Phi. Each one needs to be turned off manually. They need to be faster than monsters. However, in the last play, the monster came first. Everyone in the space station is in danger. The emergency commander broadcasts a signal to save the Earth, but the signal was cut off in the middle of the conversation. The external receiver is faulty, so I have to go to the warehouse to repair it. It's very dangerous here. But anyway, it's dangerous to go out here, but still need to go out. The woman voluntarily put on a protective suit and went to the warehouse. The coolant detection is gone. Old Black judged that he was drunk by a monster, just caused the signal line to break, because it and humans alike need oxygen and water. Everyone suddenly realized that the coolant is in the spacesuit, but it's too late. It has turned into an octopus-sized monster. It jumped out and crawled on the woman. Very thick protective gear, but basically can't stand the strength of this monster. The spacesuit begins to deform. Coolant seeps into the helmet. She needs to return to the space capsule immediately. The perverse monster entwines the woman. want to enter the space capsule with her. For the sake of protecting comrades, the woman intentionally turned the switch in the opposite direction, prevent the garrison from opening. Immediately after that, the coolant spilled out of the helmet. The woman gradually lost her breath and drifted out into space. But the woman's sacrifice could not stop the monster. The woman gradually lost her breath and drifted into space, but the woman's sacrifice couldn't stop the monster. Within seconds, the monster had reinstalled the door to the compartment and back to the space station along the jet. At this time, the space station is affected and enters the atmosphere. In their desperation, they came up with a new plan. Put the monster in a space capsule without oxygen. Want the monster to suffocate. They quickly drained all the oxygen in the storage. It's clear that Old Black is in an inactive state right now. Suddenly there's a miracle. Everyone rushed to the rescue. Turns out the monster is already in here. Turns out it always clings to Old Black. Old Black has his own plans for it. Don't want to kill it. But the Veda is not grateful. It ate Old Black's leg and got bigger and bigger. Looks even more scary. When the teammates reacted, it was too late. This monster is getting more and more scary. Its strength is great, very fast speed and very high IQ. In front of it, humans are just like ants. No resistance power. The alien monster ate 3 people. Now it has grown into a large squid. The 3 of them hastily escaped. The confused long-haired man fell into another warehouse. Luckily escaped into the cabin's bedroom. On the other side, the commander saw a red dot in the navigation system. Move fast. Her face suddenly lit up. That's when the monster ate Old Black, swallow his whole locator. It's easy to see where the monster is. Kill them using Shohei's corpse as bait, trick it into a warehouse. Then release the gas and prepare to put the monster into hibernation. But looking at it now, the problem has come again. A rescue ship sent by the Earth flies at high speed. Unfortunately, the destination is the cabin where the monster is kept. The landing was soon successful. The space station shakes violently. The pilot no doubt opened the door. It quickly became the monster's delicacy. The long-haired man who ran away from before also ran after him. As a result, he also became a nutritious food for the monster. Even worse, the rescue team performed the rescue procedure before death. The out-of-control spaceship crashed the space station to pieces, then quickly fell to the Earth. Calculated according to current speed, just 40 minutes before falling into the atmosphere, the temperature in the cabin starts to drop rapidly. The monster's survival ability is extremely strong, but they can't keep it anymore. They suddenly remembered that there were 2 places to escape on the yacht. For the sake of preventing monsters from entering the Earth, the man who decided to fight to the end, he decided to sacrifice himself. Let the commander run for another way out. Use yourself to attract the monster. Then piloted the spacecraft to go to the wormhole of the universe. The real monster went inside the cabin with the man. And the commander on the other side is also very careful. She is afraid that she will have an unexpected incident. Give one last warning before fleeing. Never let that monster set foot on Earth. Otherwise it will destroy all life on Earth. Unfortunately, human calculation is not equal to heaven. A piece of the wreck of a spaceship. Unfortunately, human calculation is not equal to heaven. A wreckage of a spaceship suddenly hit the commander's exit. Drop her with a cry of despair into the depths of the universe. Still on the other side, the man was also wrapped tightly in his arms by the monster. There's basically no way to adjust the direction. The ship's escape capsule can only be seen passing through the atmosphere. Open the parachute and float slowly on the sea surface. Some XHUWA fishermen have never seen this kind of thing. Surrounded in a strange way, only saw a man trapped inside. There are dense tentacles on the body. Terrifying alien creatures still descend on Earth. He tried to prevent her from opening and slamming the door, but the fisherman basically understands English. Finally the hatch is opened. What will be the fate of man in the end? The movie does not give the answer. Do aliens really exist? Still a mystery. But no problem. We are all amazed at the universe and the unknown. Aliens can be friends. Could also be a revenge card. Okay. If you like today's story, remember to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Goodbye.